Happy Monday. So I went out to the garden and I harvested my garlic because it was looking tragic. And I learned something this season. This was my first successful season. Feed your garlic more if you want bigger bulbs. But look at this. This is my harvest and I'm very proud of it. There are no failures in gardening, okay? Only growth and lessons. So I'm really excited. I picked an Anaheim pepper and also picked a gypsy pepper. I cut up 4 medium-sized onions, and guess what we're going to make today? Pickled onions and pickled garlic, and we're going to mix those garlic cloves also inside those onions. And what you're going to need is white vinegar, sugar, pickling spice. This is my favorite here. I get it off Amazon. And I have my 4 jars canning lids. I have my canning salt. And I have my funnels and also wide mouth pints, which I could have used regular, but I like wide mouths, and I have half pints. For my brine, I use 3 cups of white vinegar, 2 cups of water, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of canning salt, and we're also going to use a quarter of that pickling spice. So I let all of the flavors and everything marry together. Does anybody else taste their brine before they use it? I know I normally do, and it was really good. And then after I got all my jars filled, I put an Anaheim pepper in the bottom of one, and then I'm going to put a gypsy pepper in the bottom of one, and you're going to start layering your onions in there and packing it in there as much as you can, and then you're going to put a layer of garlic in there, okay? So that's the onions and garlic. Then I wanted to do just a separate canning of my garlic. So I was able to get 3 half pints of garlic from what was left. I began to ladle the pickling spice, the brine, into my jars, and I'm going to debubble it again, which you guys know I love using a chopstick to debubble. And I got everything pushed down in there really good. I left a 1/2 inch of headspace on this after I got all of my brine loaded in there, and I am going to clean my rims off with white vinegar. And it's crazy because you would think that this is a vinegar based product, there's not a lot of sugar, it shouldn't be sticky, but those rims were still kind of sticky. So I cleaned them off with white vinegar, and I got my lids on, and I'm going to start loading up my canner. So for the water bath function, you do need to do 1 inch to 2 inches over your canning jars with water, and I set my water bath function for 10 minutes. And remember, with the Nesco, you're going to hit start twice. So I got a steady stream of steam, and I let mine go for 10 minutes like I'm pressure canning. I still wait that 10 minutes. And then after the 10 minutes, I hit start again, and it began the countdown. So at the end of it, this is my finished product. I just really think that's very pretty, like that red and everything. I want to learn how to make pickled eggs. So if anybody knows how to make pickled eggs, let me know. And then this is my pickled garlic, and my harvest is preserved, okay? It's shelf stable, and everything that I read said that it should last for a year, but I'm a firm believer as long as those jars are still sealed, there's no discoloration, and it smells good, it's still good. Happy canning!